Welcome back to the Old Mundane, and welcome back to Dark Souls. I have about an hour to play, and I plan to make the most of it. Not much housekeeping here. The only thing I've done is upgrade the Claymore since the last time I played. I just got it up to +3. Decided I would take that for a swing, and I need to level up. So I think I'll take strength to 16 to be able to one-hand that Claymore. And there's a few weapons I'd like to use later on. That's going to need some strength anyway. I could go ahead and get one more attunement. That would give me 2 spell slots. And I think that's all I will ever need. Still got quite a few souls here. Maybe 2 into endurance. 1 into vitality. That's going to leave me with 3,000 souls. I think I will take that deal because I know exactly what I'd like to do with those. Griggs has 1 more spell that I don't mind having on hand early on. Magic weapon, 3,000. Perfect.
All right.
Okay, and now my next destination is going to be back up to Darkroot Garden to finish that area out. But I have an empty ring slot, and I would like to make the boss fight. Hey, where's Lawcheck? Sure, he will show up later. I would like to make the boss fight with the butterfly a bit more interesting. Maybe that entire area a bit more interesting. So I've got one little side quest that I'd like to do. I think I'll take a extended relaxation time here to make sure I'm not holding any stress in. So I'll see you a little closer to my destination. Alright, any of you Souls vets, you probably know where I'm going. I'm gonna go pick up the red Tearstone ring. So, first step is to not get electrified by these lightning drakes. So I need to weave in and out along this bridge here, and then climb the ladder over there. Need to make a decision right here if I'm gonna try to pick up this armor set. I think I can make it. A right, and then a left, and then a right. Should be good to go. If you have a sufficiently strong weapon right here, you can drop attack and one-hit kill all of them. And it's rather satisfying, but I am still just a weakling. I do have what I came for though. Go ahead and put it on, even though it's not going to do anything now. In case you don't know what that ring does, it increases all damage you do by 50%, I believe, as long as your health is under 20% max. I'm just noticing this massive doorway across the way here. I've never noticed that tiny little window. Almost looks like a small door, like halfway up right there. It's kind of interesting. Okay, back to filing. I forgot to attune magic weapon, so I'll do that. I think I'll meet you over at Andre's place. I found a little quirky but useless thing that I didn't know about. The shadows cast down into this water make no sense as soon as you get across this bridge. These 2 hollows here. The shadows are just beneath me there, even though that would be impossible. There they are. Let's move them back a little bit. See if it's still down there. Yep. Oh, even more pronounced. I love finding stuff like that in Dark Souls. Okay, I picked up a few more crossbow bolts. I think I might try my RTSR setup right now on the Titanite demon back there. I think I'll use this tree to get set up for it, since that should be a bit easier. Let's test it here. 239 on the tree. That seems pretty respectable. So obviously I gotta make sure I do not get hit by a stray lightning bolt. 152, 152. 152 seems, again, pretty respectable. I've already got him to half health. This is a beefy boy early on. That was close. I got stuck on that little bottom of a pedestal. One more? Two more. Keep it. Yeah, that's viable for sure. Okay. Do I want to clear out the garden first, or just take on the butterfly? Do I want to use the crossbow the whole time and just stay in RTSR? I think I will for a second, since these trees are one-shots with it. It's still perilous to even mess around with this low of health, but it's also kind of fun. It feels really, really good to snipe these. Someone commented that they did not like that I didn't light the bonfire down there in the first video when I came through here to pick up the partisan. I apologize for that. Oh yeah, you can see one of those moving trees from up here. Check him out. That must be the one at the bottom of the hill. Cause, oh, there's a frog lizard. I gotta go for a plunging attack. Right? Yeah, I have to. Come on. That was so satisfying. I didn't even know you could drop down here. I knew you could see those trees, but I did not know you could make it. And I fully expected to perish right there when I jumped. That was fun. Okay, I'm almost back in RTSR range, so I might as well stay there. I think I'll go straight for the butterfly first, and then backtrack and take this stuff out if I want to. I was planning on slowly coming through this whole area and taking out all the stone giants. I actually enjoy fighting them because they have my respect. That spell they do where they slow you down, the Tranquil Walk of Peace, I think it's called. It really does kind of put put me in a panic state if they get that on me. And one more shield hit, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I do think I'm gonna run straight to the butterfly. But yeah, they can close ground a little faster than you realize. And maybe just memories from my, first and second playthroughs of them being some of the first, like, big, intimidating enemies that you come across. Let me see if I can free aim the snake. Okay, this is getting a bit embarrassing. There we go. Let's go for the butterfly. You can pick up a friend right here if you're human, just in case you didn't know. Beatrice the Witch, who can absolutely smack the butterfly by herself. I do quite like this fight, and it's actually a bit easier if you can get into fat roll territory, which I'm not sure I even can. That doesn't do it. It's the heaviest thing I own. There we go. I don't need this shield. Here's what I can do. Put that there, and then I can put anything, whatever. There we go. Okay. I think I will actually hear the music on this one. And I have to remember that I cannot take a single hit. Very scary, right out of the gate. Okay. 169. Uh-oh. She got me. That second one came out faster than I anticipated, but very good damage. As long as I can be safe, I should be able to take her out easily. Alright, I have reactivated the red ring of near death. I've abandoned my fat roll strategies, and I have realized that two-handing this crossbow looks way cooler, and I don't know why I haven't been doing that. So I don't think it has any practical effect, but I feel good about it. So I'm just gonna try to. Oh, that one scares me. That's the scariest attack she does. It's that fast straight one. I think I'm gonna try to stay. I went from feeling really good to feeling not good at all. I'm getting so lucky right now. I'm biased because I like everything in this game, but I really like this encounter. I think it's unique and cool. Did I just get a hit on that? Hey, look, did you know that as she's eating the flowers right here, she actually heals herself slowly? Check out the health bar. You can see it slowly rising as she's munching on those flowers on the bridge. My goodness. This is actually really fun. I've never... I'm getting so lucky. I've never fought... Oh, no. No, she got me again. This is kind of amazing. Only being able to take one hit turns this into a real engaging fight. I'm digging this. No, not those. Those quick straight ones are terrifying. Every time. I've got a good rhythm going on here though. Okay, alright, this is the one. Point blank shots to the dome. I really like that contraption on her back. Even though physics don't really work as far as it clipping through her wings, but the design is very cool. I wonder if there's any actual lore about why she's here, how she got lost from C's tower. There we go, that was fun. That was a good time. That kind of makes me want to go through and play the entire game and at least do all the bosses with the red ring activated. Just one hit from death. But not today, and not this playthrough. You know, while I'm still in RTSR range, I might as well clear out some of the stuff down here in the garden. I don't think I ever picked that armor set up, actually. Maybe I'll just make a kamikaze run for it and then hope for the best. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Maybe I can get over here and just pick these off one by one as they come towards me. So far, bad start. This is not a good idea. This is a terrible place to be. Maybe I can make it work though. I just saw the snake and I knew that was gonna happen. And I still did it. That was a complete failure of situational awareness there. I'm just gonna go grab my souls and move on to my next quest. Okay, I think my next destination is going to be a return trip to the asylum, but before I do that, I'm going to do a little bit of farming down here. One, because I just enjoy farming a lot, and two, because there is a weapon I would like to take to the asylum to make that just a bit easier. So I just picked up this transient curses. I'm going to go ahead and pop one of those so I can actually hit the ghosts. And I just set up my red tearstone. Wait a minute, did that cancel the red tearstone effect? I'm still low health. Is it just the visual effect that it canceled? I think it's active. I feel like 179 on a ghost is pretty stout, but so the transient curse effect, body effect, canceled the red ring. Fairly certain it's still actually active though. That seems like good damage. So what I'm trying to get dropped is the jagged ghost blade. So I'm just gonna take out these ghosts. I've got 11 humanity, so chances for drops are better than they could be. It would be nice to have a gold covetous ring right now. Having this range is very, very nice against the ghosts. Pick up this Firekeeper solo while I'm here. So far no luck, but I'm just on run number 2. Feel pretty good about getting a drop within about 4 runs at this humanity level. We shall see. There's always a diminishing returns about going deeply into this place. Because you don't want to go so far that it's hard to get your souls back if you die. But at the same time, more ghosts is always better. This is a very treacherous room right here. Jagged Ghost Blade. Let me make sure that is the one I want. The one I want is a curved sword, not a dagger. That's it. That's it. That's what I came for. So that was just the second run. Excellent. I'm going to homeward bound out of here and hit up the asylum now. Okay, gonna grab some levels before I head off to the asylum. Go up to 15 in vitality. That's probably about as high as I'll take it for a while. I need some more strength, so I'll get a couple there. And then I'd like to go up to about 15 total in intelligence, so I'll do that. And I've got one extra humanity, so you know what? I haven't been human this whole time. I switched up my armor again. I've got my crossbow still. I thought about retiring it, but it may be useful for this early section of the asylum with those torch hollows. No shield, just the staff, and I'm perfectly at a fast roll right now, so time to go to the asylum. That chest hair is rather sexy, I'm not gonna lie. Gonna jump out here. Grab this key because I definitely want the ring that will allow me to run in the Blighttown Swamp. That's the main reason I'm actually going here. Kind of setting up for Blighttown right now. Everything I'm doing is pretty much in preparation to do a long run through the depths and into Blighttown in the next episode. This is an area that I'm going to try to make short work of. One shot on the crossbow, man. I'm going to be honest, so far, if nothing else, this playthrough has given me a new respect for the utility of crossbows. Actually, while I'm here, I want to trade the rubbish at the very least, and maybe some other things, so I'm assuming I picked up the rubbish. Yes, so dropping that and quitting game will net me.
Give me warm, give me soft.
A Titanite chunk, which is wonderful. Let's see what else I have. The only other items I see that I could trade is a purple moss clump, which is going to get me a twinkling Titanite, and an egg vermifuge, which I picked up from one of those poison snakes in Darkroot Garden. Didn't even know they could drop those. You can use it to remove the parasite that Ingi and those egg creatures down in Izalith can give you, but also apparently you can trade it for a demon Titanite, or no, sorry, it's a dragon scale. You can trade it for a dragon scale to the bird here. I think I'll do this one, and then that's it for now. I'll take a Twinkie Titanite happily. And I may return later just to trade some more of those. If I can pick up a blood red moss clump and one of the blooming moss clumps, I can get 3 more twinkling Titanites there. I'm gonna go ahead and go over here and hit this bonfire, I believe. And now the reason that I picked this weapon up for the Asylum Demon is because it has an innate bleed, which you can see down there in the Ox effects, 300 bleed. And the Asylum Demon at this level, without a sufficiently upgraded weapon or like one of the Twinkling Titanite weapons, which this is, but I'm thinking more along the lines of the Black Knight weapons. Without something like that, this fight's kind of a slog. It's not that tough, but it just takes so long to wear him down. So I'm gonna go ahead and rest here. But with this weapon having bleeding, it's just gonna make it much more tolerable, because every roughly 5 or 6 swings that I get in should bleed him for a decent chunk of health. So this is one that actually I don't want the music on. It's gonna make it a little more boring, but I've never noticed that you can hear him just growling down there before. I don't remember which side is better to drop in on, but let's just go for it. I could go Red Tearstone Ring, but I think I'll just do this one legitimately because it's been a while since I've fought him, and I think the Red Tearstone Ring is just going to get me into more trouble than it's worth, so let's do this. Alright, that is the side that I wanted to drop on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 hits and he bleeds. 1, 2. Well, I missed the first one. Every 3 hits, he bleeds. So check that health out. 1. Get away from the explosion. 1, 2, 3. Okay, was a bit too greedy there. Let me get my stuff together. Get out of the way. Heal up again. Okay. Back up. Wait for the AoE and go in. 1, 2, 3. Another AoE coming. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Get out of the way for the AoE. Come back in for a 3rd hit. Another bleed. I think 1 more combo should get him. And this is an unupgraded weapon, so it would have taken me so much longer. So much longer to do that. Even with my +5 Claymore, I believe. That bleed really helps with fleshy enemies like him. And a Titanite slab. Unusable at the moment, but very nice to have. So now I want to go clear out the rest of the asylum. Pay a visit to probably my 2nd favorite Black Knight. I'll unequip the crossbow and trade it for just a basic shield. Leather shield will do. Yeah, we'll start here. I have a book that one of my best friends bought me. It's a Dark Souls. It's kind of fan fiction-ish, but it's essentially an extension of the existing lore of Dark Souls. And it's a really cool book. Actually, I'm going to upload a video that I recorded weeks ago showing some things that I have. I think I showcase it in that video, so it should be coming up soon. But it has a really cool story that is essentially about this particular Black Knight, at least by my interpretation. It is. Okay, I'm gonna focus for a second. But I'm stuck in a really bad timing pattern right now. Let me do this, and then when he charges at me again, boop, now we're good to go. But yeah, I have a different view of this particular Black Knight after reading the story. There we go. Sometimes I just can't talk and play at the same time. That's all there is to it. It's just a reality sometimes. Go over here and grab the key so that I can get into the painted world later. And then I want to backtrack, take out the other Black Knight, and grab the rusted iron ring, which is going to allow me to run through the Blighttown swamp area much easier. One more night over this way, and then we've got Oscar. $159 on a one-handed critical. Let's see what a two-handed is. $341. This weapon must have a really good strength scaling for a... Okay. That was a little scary. Black Knight sword, red Titanite chunk. This must have pretty good strength scaling. Oh, it is only strength scaling. It is just an E. But strength scaling on a curved sword is strange. Only strength scaling. But the difference between one-handing that and two-handing was pretty significant. That is interesting. This is one of those type of weapons. It swings so fast and does enough damage that with just a couple upgrades, I mean, you could use it for the entire game if you wanted to, for sure. I was trying to just blast through and get a bleed. Alright, I'll play smart now. Crest shield from poor Oscar. Hollowed and crazy, and that second ball is a mean trick. I almost forgot about it, to be honest with you. Alright, I've got to clear out these last couple of hollows with no OJ left. That's the thing about this game, kind of similar to that Moonlight Butterfly fight I had. even the most mundane of encounters are really, really fun when you're one hit away from resetting. It makes every single button input a little more rewarding. I have one final mission that I would like to go on before I am fully ready to take on the depths in Blighttown. And that is a delve into the Darkroot Basin, a visit to Havel the Rock, and to take out the Hydra and save Princess Dusk. So I think I'll go ahead and do that to finish this episode up. Get some levels again really quick. Vitality's good. Let's see how many we have. 6 points. I'll go 2 into endurance, a couple into strength, a couple into dex, or maybe intelligence instead. Yeah, we'll go ahead and try to get intelligence up to 15, maybe 16. I can't remember where Great Magic Weapon is, but I definitely want to use that. I think it's either 15 or 16, so we'll do that. We'll get it up to 16, and then call that good. Work on strength, dex, and endurance from there. Okay, I'm going to get set up and then head into Darkroot Basin. Okay, I'm down in Darkroot Basin now. Another little gear switch up. I've put the rusted iron ring on to better deal with the Hydra down here in the lake. Before I do this though, I'm gonna go up here and have a visit with Havel the Rock. Let's see, how could we make this interesting instead of just barging straight in? You know, I would like to know if Havel is affected by Arl Decoy. See if we can bait him. Affirmative. Alright, I'm pretty sure that he will not come outside. Let's see if... Yeah, I think he has a, uh-oh, did I break him? Not completely. Look up there. I wonder if he can be bled. I would think probably so. But I bet his resistances for everything are very high. Yeah, okay. That would make him laughably easy to troll him with Arl Decoy. So I won't do that. I'll at least give him a chance. Not much of one, but a chance, you know? Seems like the least I can do. That was close. kind of want to see if I can get a bleed on him. That might be it there. Alright, Havel. GG. Your ring will be useful to me. But now I have bigger problems to worry about. I'm always a little bit intimidated by this area right here, to be completely honest with you. I never feel quite confident. But I'm gonna do the strategy that I like best, which is to try to kite these dudes into a pattern around the middle of this area, and then use this ramp and wall here to attempt to keep safe. So far it's working well. And now, just at the time I run correctly, attempt to run under all that, and I'm good to go. Should be, at least. The iron ring is gonna help me. I think I'll take one head out with this weapon, just for the heck of it. But then I'm going to switch to the fire bombs that I bought all the way back at the start. Let's see, where is the place I like to stand? Alright, so far I'm a little discombobulated here. I can barely see the edge of that land. I kind of messed up. Usually I like to leave that item there so I can kind of track. Alright, there's one head down. I'm gonna defend once and get my fire bombs on. 53 fire bombs. Perfect. Alright, gonna need a hill there. And now it gets pretty boring, to be honest with you. Because it's just launching a few fire bombs, backing up to make sure I'm not falling off the edge. Cutting the one head was a good move because that assures that I have enough fire bombs to take on that large crystal golem that I'm gonna need to defeat after taking the Hydra out. He can be kind of a pain. Now that I've taken the couple of heads out that are the most annoying, I could kind of just chunk fire bombs at my will. And oh man, having the rusted iron ring makes this run so much more tolerable. Let's take a look at this place with... Ooh. It's interesting. Some different filters. How about that one? Not as interesting. That one's really neat though. Oh, that looks so cool right there. Reflection. That's what this one's called. I actually forgot I had that hotkeyed. I haven't used it in a while. It's really cool. It's showing like the geometry of the landscapes. Really neat. Okay, let's get over to where the golden golem spawns, and then I'll have to quit and reload. And then take him out without killing Dusk, which is always the concern and the thing in my head as I'm fighting him. Let's do one quick sweep through here. I think all this is safe. So, I rarely have the rusted iron ring at this point. I usually do this pretty early. Yeah, there is the line right there. So there's the drop off. So everything from here back is all good. And now is not impeding my movement at all. So this should be far, far easier than it normally is. Let's see if he's affected by RL decoy. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I think he was. Oh yeah, he definitely just turned around. That was maybe the easiest kill on that dude I've ever had. I'm going to get the rusted iron ring like as early as possible from now on, just because of how easy it makes this.
So, 'tis thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulyssil.
I kind of like this armor set thing I've got going on here. It's a little silly, but
My home, Ulyssil, is the home of
my dude looks
sorcerers.
jacked.
My hope
It's kind of a
to pass this profound knowledge to thee.
little bit effeminate with that chainmail skirt, but like he could be some kind of backup dancer in a strange prog death metal experimental band that has backup dancers for some reason. I don't know. Sure, Dusk.
My heart will
Yes.
shout, thou art seen.
Okay, thanks. The character faces in this game are always comically ugly. All the NPCs. It's very hard to make a actually attractive character in this game, and the NPCs are, for all their charm, not the most pleasant to look at. Okay, I'll be back and go talk to Dusk. Come on out from your waters. It's funny how she can kind of appear anywhere in this general area. Sometimes she is down here in the waters.
I am Dusk of Ulyssil. It is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow thy wishes.
Okay, I'll take the proper bow. And there is also things that I want from you. Cast light for sure. Just in case I need that in the catacombs or in the graves later. Hidden body is sometimes fun, but I don't think I'll actually need it. I do want catalyst. And while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and get hidden body. That should be it.
For a very long
Anything
time,
that I would ever need from
I
her.
was trapped with
Okay, while I'm this far, I am tempted to go up towards Sif, even though I don't want to take him on now. I've actually never got the special cutscene from, is it, I might have to even check to see if I'm correct on this. I think if you defeat Manus, is it Artorias or Manus? I'm not sure. If you defeat one or the other of those before going to Sif, you get a different cutscene where you're oh, I think it's actually saving Sif in the past. So you would have to defeat Artorias to do that, because you have to get to the area where Manus is. Believe that's it. So if you save Sif in the past, then you get a special cutscene where he recognizes you. And I've never done that. So I think just for the heck of it, on this playthrough I will. That's also going to make me reorder the list of bosses that I typically do quite a bit, so that could be fun too. That's a pretty good soul right there. I think that's like a 8 or 10,000 souls worth of a soul packet. Not sure how far I'm going to go this way or what I'm going to do exactly. Wouldn't mind getting the Eastern armor set, but it's not on my high priority list. I think I'll just run by these kittens for the moment, since I know I'll be back later. Pick up another good chunk of souls. Could go into Sif's arena and grab the backstab ring, the hornet ring. But again, I don't think I really need it. Oh, I love the mushrooms, man. Couple quick things about the mushrooms in case you didn't know. One, the babies form a fairy ring around the parents. They walk in this giant circle around the parents, and I think even if the parents move, they kind of adapt to the location. Could be wrong on that, but that's a neat thing, because actual mushrooms form fairy rings that way. And then the mushrooms are just the best, because in any other game, you know, these things would like shoot some kind of weird psychedelic rainbow magic at you, but not in Dark Souls. In Dark Souls, the mushrooms just try to punch you in the fucking face and almost one-shot you even in full armor. Look at that. Look at that bloody hand after that punch to my face. I'm so glad that I made the decision to do this, that I got distracted from whatever mission I was on. This blood-splattered mushroom just ominously, relentlessly, slowly tracking me down and attempting to knock my lights out with the most aggressive haymaker you could possibly imagine. Wait, is that blood splatter? No, that's just the way they're designed. I thought for a second that was a blood splatter from my face all over him, but the other one has it too. Interesting. Would have been better if it was blood splatter from my face. Okay, enough of that. Let's get out of here before I get messed up. by the shrooms. Could go into Red Tearstone range. But there's nothing I really want to kill right now. While I'm back here, I think I'll pick up the stone armor. Just in case I want to go full boys, fat boy at some point. I think I'll join the Cat Covenant. Because why not? Another little tip that all you Souls vets know, but if you run from this way, so if you unlock the door with the key Andre can sell you, and all these guys are aggroed to you, I can actually show you right now. Let me heal up. So these dudes will all aggro, you know, when you get close. But all you have to do, you can have everybody in the forest on you. All you have to do is run and just begin speaking to the cat.
Is it not so that thou art new? Thou fared well to
And they think, well, if the cat's talking to that bro, he must be an alright bro. So they forgive you no matter what you've done, no matter how much damage you've done to them.
Tis but a fairy tale.
And they will just go on their way. It's very strange how normal this is to me now. That in this game that I love so much and tout is one of the best games ever, you run into a random ruins and speak to this wildly evil looking cat with a much too large of a mouth. It is a cool little thing. I enjoy very much. Alright, yep. And now we've got Mr. Shiva here and his ninja body, but I'm gonna leave them alone. Actually, I'll talk to them. That way I can see them down in Blighttown. That's a good ending to this side quest that I've been on here. Up the ladder from the Hydra. I do think I want the Eastern armor, now that I'm looking at it. So I'm gonna go find it. Boom. Tempted to kill these guys just to try to get some blooming clumps for Blighttown and to trade for Twinkling Titanite. These are kind of beefy. It would be better to just farm the ones closer to the bonfire, so I think that's what I'll do. I'm just gonna get out of here. Alright, it's very light. And I think that will be it for my session today. The next time I play, my plan is to start with the Capra Demon and go through the entire depths and Blighttown without resting at a bonfire. That's at least my tentative plan. It sounds really fun to me. It's a way that I can do it and explore it all and it be semi-challenging, you know, trying to capture just a glimpse of what it felt like that first time through. That's all I really want. So I think that's what I'll do. Can use any equipment that I have or pick up, but just no resting. So starting here with 10 Estus flasks, Capra, Depths, Blighttown, all the way to Quelaag on 10 Estus flasks, and actually, you know, taking out everything along the way, or most things at least. That is going to be my objective. I may do a couple things between now and then just in preparation, but that sounds fun to me. I think that will be my next mission. But it's been fun, and I hope you have a wonderful day or a good night of sleep, and I'll see you next time.